In the next 30 minutes, someone close will lie, and heaven will reveal what you must do. There is a stirring in the unseen, a shift in the realm of the spirit that will reach the natural world in the next 30 minutes. Time is no longer casual. It is strategic. A lie is about to be released into your atmosphere, and it will not come from a stranger. It will come from someone who knows how to make their words sound like comfort, someone who has memorized your patterns, someone who knows how to move around your trust like it's furniture in their own home. This is not just a social moment. This is a divine alert. A sacred alarm is ringing, and Archangel Michael has been sent to prepare you. Heaven sees everything, and nothing slips past its gaze, not even whispered intentions spoken in empty rooms. The lie is not accidental. It is calculated. It is timed. It is targeted. The one who speaks it believes they are protecting themselves, but in truth, they are revealing who they've always been. This is not new deception. It is old allegiance cloaked in a fresh tone. And the reason heaven is intervening now is because your next level cannot carry contamination from familiar sources. What's coming for you is too pure to be polluted by false loyalty. You were not wrong to trust. You were not foolish to believe. Your heart has not betrayed you, but their intentions have. The lie will arrive dressed as a question, cloaked in concern, or masked by distraction. But you will feel it the moment it comes near you. You will know by how your spirit shifts, how your peace flickers, how your thoughts suddenly lose rhythm. That is the spiritual signal that the atmosphere has been touched. That is the code. That is your confirmation. And Archangel Michael wants you to know, you are not to fight it in the flesh. You are not to panic. You are to discern. You are to stay still. You are to let the truth reveal itself in divine timing. Because heaven is not showing you this to hurt you. It is showing you this to heal you. Heaven wants you free. Heaven wants you whole. Heaven wants you aligned. What is coming next requires you to be surrounded only by truth. This is why exposure always precedes elevation. This is why the shaking must happen before the settling. The next 30 minutes are a divine filter. And you are being kept. You are being guarded. You are being led. Let the lie come. Let the masks fall. Let heaven lead you to what is pure. Archangel Michael says, be alert, beloved child. Something in your atmosphere is shifting, and it is not random. A hidden deception is moving closer, cloaked in familiarity, wrapped in trust, disguised as something harmless. But I am here. I am watching. I have been sent with a sword of truth, not to harm you, but to divide what is real from what is false. In the next 30 minutes, a moment will unfold that will test what you believe, what you've discerned, and what you're willing to let go of. Heaven will not let you walk blind through this hour. I have come to speak. I have come to reveal. You already feel it, don't you? Something off. Something unspoken. A sense that someone near you is hiding a version of the truth they don't want you to know. They've smiled. They've nodded. They've kept their tone calm, but their energy has betrayed them. This is not paranoia. This is not fear. This is discernment awakening within you, because the Holy Spirit has been whispering behind the veil. This message is confirmation. What you feel is real. What you're sensing is truth, knocking before it breaks the door wide open. I see the one who is about to speak falsely. I see their mouth forming words rehearsed with care. They are telling themselves they have no choice. They are justifying the lie as protection, as necessity, as survival. But they are wrong. Because when you lie to a child of light, you don't just lie to flesh, you lie to heaven. And heaven is not silent. Heaven is not still. Heaven is watching. Heaven is recording. Heaven is preparing to expose what the darkness thought could be hidden in plain sight. You are not defenseless. You are not unarmed. You are not without spiritual backing. I am Archangel Michael, and I do not come to observe, I come to defend. I do not descend to whisper empty comfort. I come to war for your clarity. This lie that is forming, it will not flourish. This manipulation that is preparing to mask itself, it will not stand. But you must be still. You must be alert. You must allow heaven to show you what man cannot. You must watch the spiritual shadows twist in discomfort as the truth begins to radiate through your stillness. In the next 30 minutes, time will open. Not in the way mortals understand time, but in the way eternity bends it for divine intervention. There will be a moment, quiet, ordinary, subtle, where something will be said or done that does not match the light you carry. In that moment, say nothing. In that moment, do not react. In that moment, listen with your soul and not your emotions. Because heaven is not revealing this to entertain your suspicion. It is revealing this to elevate your awareness. Do you not know how protected you are? Do you not know what surrounds you in this very hour? The throne of God has released insight. The angels have already been dispatched. The wind that brushed your shoulder earlier wasn't just air. It was a brushstroke of divine protection reminding you that you are seen, that you are safe, that nothing formed against you, even in deception, will prosper. But you must allow this revelation to unfold without panic, without bitterness, without ego. Because this lie will do one thing for you. It will set you free. So be still now. Breathe. Anchor your mind. Listen closely. And remember this. When the light comes, it will not shake you. It will confirm that you have outgrown the need to explain yourself to people who fear your clarity. Let them speak. Let heaven act. Let the sword of truth divide what no longer belongs in your space. And as you hold still, remember, what they think is control is actually exposure. What they think is clever is actually collapse. And you, chosen one, are not the victim of this moment. You are the reason it must happen. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 999 is now surrounding you. They thought you wouldn't notice. They thought the slight shift in their tone wouldn't reach your spirit. They thought they could hide their motives behind small talk and forced smiles. But you felt it. You've sensed it. You've watched their eyes avoid yours just a second too long. You've heard the pauses in their words where truth should have rested. You felt your peace flicker in their presence. This isn't just a misunderstanding. This is a disruption in the atmosphere, and it carries weight. It carries warning. It carries the mark of a lie that is about to be spoken, not in anger, not in boldness, but in subtlety, in disguise, in betrayal draped in politeness. Archangel Michael says, do not ignore what your spirit has already confirmed. That moment when you walked into the room and everything fell silent, that wasn't coincidence. That was spiritual tension manifesting through flesh. That awkward message, that delayed reply, that strange question disguised as concern. None of it is accidental. They are studying your reactions. They are monitoring your silence. They are wondering if you've already uncovered what they've been trying so hard to keep buried. But listen to me now. Your stillness has confused them. Your discernment has shaken them. They don't know whether you've seen through them or if heaven has begun to whisper in your ear. Someone hath been talking about you, not just in passing but intentionally. They've taken your name and twisted it. They've plucked fragments of your life and woven it into a story that fits their fear. They are trying to create distance between you and others because they fear what you know. But what they don't realize is that the distance they are creating is the very space God needs to remove them. Let them keep speaking. Let them keep watching. Let them keep spinning the narrative. Because the more they talk, the more heaven records. The more they plot, the more heaven prepares. The more they lie, the closer they come to being exposed, not by you, but by divine orchestration. Your silence is a weapon. Your peace is a sword. The enemy doesn't know what to do with someone who doesn't need to clap back, someone who doesn't beg to be believed, someone who lets truth do the heavy lifting. That's what you've become, a spiritual mirror. And when people with secrets look into mirrors, they flinch. They look away. They scramble to cover what's already been seen. You've triggered something in them, not because you are wrong, but because you are right. You carry light, and light never blends with shadows. It exposes them. Archangel Michael declares, "This is not punishment. It is purification. The discomfort you feel is not from being wronged, but from being prepared." There's a difference between chaos and divine disruption. Chaos destroys. Divine disruption clears space. And right now, heaven is using this lie to uproot what no longer aligns with your next level. This is not betrayal for pain's sake. This is betrayal as confirmation. Confirmation that your spirit has outgrown the deception it once tolerated. You will never be tricked the same way twice. You will never again be blind to patterns you've already survived. There is someone who has rehearsed what they are about to say. They've run the script in their head, trying to make it sound harmless, casual, innocent. But it won't land the way they expect it to. Because your spirit has been trained for this moment. You're no longer the version of you that needed clarity from people who refused to give it. You don't need their honesty to validate your intuition. You already know. Heaven has already confirmed. And what is about to happen will only serve as evidence of what you've been sensing all along. You may want to confront. You may want to demand the truth. But listen closely. This moment is not for confrontation. It's for observation. Do not block the lie. Do not challenge the illusion. Let it come. Let them speak. Let them reveal what heaven has already whispered. Because the moment they do, everything changes. The balance shifts. The disguise collapses. And you rise. Because this moment, this disruption, isn't about what they say. It's about what heaven is about to show you. Type "I receive this warning" in the comments if your spirit knows who this message is about. Lesson code 444 is now over your name. This isn't personal, it's spiritual. What you are walking through now isn't just gossip. It's not just betrayal. It's not just someone lying because they are afraid to lose something. No, this is far deeper than that. This is a spiritual conflict manifesting in the flesh. The one who lies to you isn't simply operating from insecurity or confusion. They are responding to the power, the purpose, and the divine authority that you carry. Their deception is a reaction to you as Saiyan. Their falsehood is a shadow cast by your light. When heaven chooses someone to rise, the darkness always scrambles to surround them in distraction. But hear me clearly. Their words may be twisted, but your truth remains untouchable. Archangel Michael speaks now to your spirit, not just your ears. Listen, this moment of betrayal is not meant to break you. It's designed to confirm your position. This lie is not here to define you. It's here to expose what has been unworthy of your energy. What you're experiencing is not rejection. It is refinement. Heaven is using the false to purify the true. The people who speak against you are being used to test whether your faith is in reputation or in revelation, whether you move based on applause or on assignment. This lie that's being told is not aimed at your downfall. It is aimed at your deliverance. The mask had to slip. The false connection had to shatter. The idol of human approval had to fall. You've been trying to make sense of it. You've been wondering why someone who once clapped for you now whispers behind your back. You've been questioning how someone so close could distort the truth so easily. But you must understand this. People who are afraid of their own calling will always try to silence the boldness in others. You are not like them. You are not average. You were never designed to blend in. You are a threat to deception, a mirror to manipulation, a storm to stagnancy. You were called, chosen, and anointed to disturb anything that tries to survive in the dark. That's why it hurts, doesn't it? Because you opened your heart. Because you let them close. Because you believed that their loyalty matched your light. But now you see. Now you feel it in your spirit. This wasn't about a small lie. It was about a spiritual war you didn't even know you were in. But heaven did. Heaven saw it before you could name it. Heaven marked it long before it reached your doorstep. And now, heaven is stepping in, not to harm the liar, but to protect the light, to preserve the path, to elevate you without the weight of counterfeit loyalty dragging behind you. You have to shift now. You have to stop viewing this as something that's happening to you and start seeing it as something that's happening for you. This betrayal. It's your release. This lie. It's your liberation. This collapse of trust. It's the clearing of your atmosphere. And you don't need to retaliate. You don't need to explain. You don't need to chase understanding from someone who fears your alignment. What you need is to trust that this pain is part of your protection. You've outgrown circles where truth has to be earned. You've outgrown bonds where honesty is negotiable. You've outgrown the need to be tolerated by people who are threatened by your transformation. Archangel Michael reminds you now, you are under divine protection. What is unraveling is not your life. It is the illusion that surrounded it. What is falling apart is not your destiny. It is the false comfort of familiar connections that no longer serve it. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. God is pulling back the curtain so that you can move forward without compromise. You are stepping into alignment, and alignment always demands exposure. Not because you're weak, but because you are now too strong to carry what once bound you. This isn't drama. This is destiny. This isn't sabotage. This is sanctification. And you, beloved, are not caught in conflict. You are being elevated by it. Stand tall. Let heaven handle the noise. And remember, no lie can thrive where truth walks in authority. Type truth is my shield in the comments if you know heaven is removing false ties. Blessing code 777 now circles your path. Archangel Michael says, brace yourself. What has been whispered in secrecy is about to make its way into your presence. The one who has rehearsed their lie is preparing to speak. The atmosphere is tightening, not because you're unsafe, but because you're being prepared for revelation. In the next 30 minutes, an action will unfold. It may come as a text message. It may slip from their lips during casual conversation. It may be veiled in concern or passed off as a joke. But pay attention. This is not ordinary communication. This is the launching of a dissection. And it will not come from an enemy who wears their mask poorly. It will come from someone close, someone careful, someone calculated. They've been building up to this. Each time they avoided a question. Each time they redirected the conversation. Each time they over-explained something that didn't need detail. Every action, every silence, every delay had been part of their setup. They have convinced themselves that if they control the narrative, they can control the outcome. But they do not understand who you are. They do not know who stands beside you. They do not realize that heaven has gone before them, and that the words they are about to speak are the exact words that will release you from the illusion they've worked so hard to maintain. Let this be clear. The spiritual dimension has already shifted. What is about to unfold in the physical is only the echo of what's already been commanded in the unseen. The Spirit of God has allowed this moment, not to destroy you, but to refine you. Not to wound you, but to open your eyes. What they are preparing to say may sting, but it will set you free. What they are about to release will expose their true allegiance, not to love, not to truth, but to the preservation of their own comfort. You are not to chase the truth. It is coming to you. You are not to defend yourself. The lie will collapse under its own weight. You are not to fall apart. The exposure will make you whole. But you must stay grounded. You must stay discerning. You must allow the spiritual to guide your response. There is no need to confront prematurely. The truth has a strange way of rising, first in subtle waves, then in undeniable tides. Do not interrupt it. Let the water rise. Let the exposure come naturally. It will. Heaven has already ordered it. Archangel Michael warns, they will test your awareness. They will gauge your reactions. They may say something just to see if you flinch, if you question, if you reveal that you already know. Don't give them what they want. Don't satisfy their curiosity. Confuse them with peace. Disarm them with silence. You are not just operating in knowledge now. You are moving in divine intelligence. This moment is strategic. Every response you give, every word you withhold, every expression you show, it matters. The next 30 minutes are not casual. They are critical. Stay anchored in the Spirit, and you will watch heaven reveal what man has tried so hard to hide. This lie that's coming, it's not just an insult to your intelligence. It's a disruption meant to derail your elevation. But it will not succeed, because your awareness is your weapon. Your restraint is your sword, and heaven is fighting for you behind the scenes. I see the angels lining up around your household. I see shields of light forming around your conversations. I see the lie arriving, and I see the exposure rising like morning sun over a hidden battlefield. You not second-guess your instincts in this hour. That sharp tug in your chest, that rising alertness in your spirit, that sudden shift in atmosphere, those are not emotions. Those are divine signals. You have been marked by the truth, and the truth will not allow you to remain tied to dissection. What you feel is real. What is coming is necessary. And what heaven is about to show you will bring the clarity you've prayed for, even if it doesn't come in the package you expected. And now, let me say this. If this message resonates with you and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Your kindness helps us bring more powerful content your way, and your support never goes unnoticed. Type I am ready to SE in the comments if you feel the atmosphere shifting. Blessing code 555 is now unfolding in your timeline. Archangel Michael speaks now with clarity and compassion. Do not move in panic. Do not respond in haste. Do not allow the trembling of your soul to override the wisdom of your spirit. This moment, this hour, is holy, and your silence will carry more weight than 1,000 arguments. What you are about to witness is not a confrontation, but a cleansing. This isn't the time to react. It's the time to receive. Receive what heaven is doing. Receive the protection that's already surrounding you. Receive the strength that is being activated in your stillness. When the lie comes, and it will come, resist the urge to interrupt it. Resist the temptation to correct it in real time. What heaven is doing in this hour is far greater than what your words can manage. The falsehood is not for you to fight. It is for heaven to collapse. The very moment they speak, a vibration in the spirit will shift. You feel that. It's already beginning. You may feel your pulse quicken. You may feel a tightness in your chest. You may feel a sudden swirl of thoughts. That is not fear, it is preparation. You are being armored in spiritual stillness. Let your silence be your shield. Let your peace be your defiance. The louder the lie, the deeper your calm. Because when a person lies to you, they are not attacking your worth. They are exposing their own fear. Do not allow their chaos to pull you out of your character. Do not lower your vibration to meet their illusion. You are being elevated, and elevation always calls for discipline. Discipline of the tongue. Discipline of the heart. Discipline of the reaction. You don't need to raise your voice, you already carry the authority of heaven. Archangel Michael instructs, hold your posture. Keep your head high. Keep your voice steady. Keep your heart guarded. When you say nothing, you're not surrendering the truth. You're anchoring it. You're allowing the light to reveal itself for what it is. You're letting heaven do what heaven does best: expose, dismantle, and bring all things hidden into the light. The one who speaks falsely does not know what they are walking into. They do not see the army behind you. They do not see the flame in your eyes. They do not know that every breath you take in peace is a spiritual earthquake to their schemes. You are covered. Even now, your angels are adjusting the air around you. They are whispering into ears you haven't touched. They are breaking the alignment of every tongue that rises against you. They are setting spiritual boundaries around your name. You do not have to fight for yourself. Your stillness is the strategy. Your restraint is the roar. And heaven is louder than any lie. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, it may feel like betrayal pressing into old wounds. But this time is different. This time, the wound won't break you. It will awaken you. This time, you won't lose your peace. You'll rise in it. You are not the person you were when they last underestimated you. You've grown. You healed. You've matured. And you are now walking in alignment with divine discernment. That discernment will not fail you. Trust it. Trust yourself. Trust what heaven is doing even when it doesn't feel good. It is working, even in the silence. If you feel the urge to explain, pause. If you feel the need to confront, breathe. If you feel the weight of disappointment, release it. You are being guided out of deception without lifting a finger. You are being pulled from entanglements without the need to argue. Heaven does not need your defense. It needs your cooperation. Stay still. Stay holy. Stay anchored. Because what's coming after this exposure is peace without performance. Peace that doesn't need to tiptoe around falsehood. Peace that doesn't need to apologize for truth. Let them speak. Let the mask fall. Let the illusion crumble. You are not here to convince. You are here to carry. Carry your purpose. Carry your truth. Carry your anointing. Let your silence echo with heaven's voice. You are protected. You are empowered. You are already ahead. Type "my stillness is my power" in the comments if you're trusting heaven to respond for you. Blessing code 1212 now radiates around your soul. Archangel Michael now declares with fire in his voice, It is time to rise. You have been tested. You have been watched. You have been pressed on every side, but you were never crushed. Now comes the turn. Now comes the shift. Now comes the moment where what was meant to break you will only serve to build you. They lied, yes. They twisted your name. They manipulated the facts. They tried to paint you in the image of their own fear. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't possibly know, is that heaven was watching the entire time. Heaven didn't stop it because heaven was using it. Not to punish you, but to reveal to you just how powerful you've become. You are not who you were when this began. That old version of you, the one who needed closure, the one who explained too much, the one who questioned their own discernment, is gone. That version died in the quiet. It died in the stillness. It died in the presence of God while no one saw your pain but heaven. And now, a new version is emerging. A version that walks in clarity. A version that doesn't beg to be understood. A version that carries such divine authority that lies begin to choke the moment they enter your atmosphere. They thought they could box you in. They thought if they smeared your name, you'd shrink. They thought if they lied loud enough, you'd stay quiet forever. But what they didn't calculate was your glow, your growth, your grace. The lie they told has only confirmed your elevation. The betrayal they orchestrated has only served to release you. And now, you are standing at the threshold of transformation. You are not beneath them. You are not behind them. You are beyond them. And that's what terrifies the most. Listen to me. They can't touch what God has sealed. You are sealed. You are sanctified. You are surrounded. Their words may still linger in the ears of others, but your fruit will speak louder than their fiction. Your narrative may still circulate, but your presence will silence it. You don't have to prove anything. Your consistency will testify. Your peace will preach. Your elevation will do what arguments never could. Let them have their story. Heaven has the truth, and the truth is winning. This isn't just about surviving dissection. It's about reclaiming your voice, your vision, your value. You are not weak for staying silent. You are wise. You are strategic. And now that the truth is being revealed, you walk away clean. You walk away clear. You walk away crowned. And from this point forward, there is no going back. No shrinking. No returning to environments where you had to question your worth just to keep the peace. The lie with the key. The exposure with the door. And now, you walk through it with power under your feet. Archangel Michael says, "You're rising now." Let them watch. Let them whisper. Let them regret. Because they did not know that their betrayal would be the bridge. They did not know that their lie would be the lesson that changed your path forever. You're not bitter. You're better. You're not stuck. You're sent. You're not broken. You're built. And no demon in disguise can reverse what God has set in motion. This moment, this shift, this transition, it's not about revenge. It's about release. And to those who feel led in this moment, if this message speaks to your soul and you'd like to support, you can give a super thanks of up to $20. Every gift helps us bring forward more truth, light, and healing into the lives of those who need it most. Your support is deeply valued and divinely appreciated. You're rising out of the ashes. You're ascending above the whispers. You are now walking in the rhythm of revelation. And nothing can stop what heaven has already released. Type "I rise" from this in the comments if you feel this shift in your spirit. Blessing code 888 is unlocking your divine upgrade now. Archangel Michael speaks now as the veil begins to lift. The lie has been released. The illusion has unraveled. And now, the season of truth begins. You may not have caught it all in the moment. The words may have seemed casual. The tone may have felt neutral. But your spirit picked it up. At quick hesitation. At odd phrasing. At slight contradiction. It wasn't a slip of the tongue. It was a window into the soul. And now that heaven has confirmed what your intuition whispered, you are standing at the edge of something sacred. A transformation. A shift. A divine turning of the page. The truth is rising, and it will not be silenced. Somewhere, right now, someone who heard the lie is beginning to question it. Someone who was swayed is beginning to see inconsistencies. Someone who once believed their words is starting to feel your presence overpower the fiction. Heaven is whispering into ears you've never spoken to. God is stirring in the hearts of others. People are waking up. People are watching. And they are realizing that the one who lied has only revealed their own fear, not your character. The next 24 hours will bring a spiritual shift. You will feel lighter. You will feel clear. You may even receive unexpected communication. Someone may come forward. Someone may apologize. Someone may drop a subtle confirmation that you were never crazy, never wrong, never imagining things. But even if no one says a word, you will still feel the shift. The lie had to come out. The energy had to move. The mask had to fall. And now, you are walking in territory that no longer requires you to prove what God has already confirmed. Archangel Michael declares, this was your final test before the elevation. You didn't respond in rage. You didn't retaliate in ego. You let the lie arrive, and you let heaven handle it. And now, because of your restraint, your blessing will be released without delay. New doors are opening. Realigned connections are forming. Peace is being restored. The next few days will surprise you. The heaviness will break. The fog will lift. The internal tension will dissolve. This is what truth does. It clears the air for clarity to enter. And clarity is what you carry now. You'll notice it in how your spirit feels safe again. You'll feel it in how your mind quiets down. The space that the liar occupied, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is being reclaimed by peace. And not just any peace. A divine, anchored peace that doesn't waver with whispers or crumble under confrontation. The kind of peace that is unshakable because it is built on revelation. You've been rebuilt in silence, refined in stillness. And now you rise in certainty. They thought they silenced you with slander, but all they did was usher in your awakening. They thought they blocked your name, but all they did was magnify your favor. They thought they could scatter your influence, but all they did was amplify your light. What was meant for your harm has now become your divine announcement. Heaven is broadcasting your vindication, not with noise, but with blessings. Watch the opportunities arrive. Watch the invitations come. Watch the people who were silent begin to realign with your truth. You are no longer waiting for confirmation. You are walking in it. You are no longer asking for validation. You are embodying it. You are no longer holding your breath for the outcome. You are inhaling freedom and exhaling falsehood. This is your season of revelation. This is your year of alignment. This is your confirmation from heaven that you are not who they said you were. You are who God has always called you to be. Archangel Michael closes this section with divine affirmation. Let the past dissolve. Let the betrayal rest. Let the truth work. And walk forward with the wind of heaven behind you. You are cleared. You are commissioned. You are rising, not just from the pain, but through it. And nothing, no lie, no voice, no scheme, can stop the power that is now flowing through your life. Type "I walk in truth" in the comments if you feel peace coming over you. Blessing code 1010 is unlocking divine restoration now. Now that the truth has touched your spirit, now that the veil has lifted and the lie has exposed its own decay, Archangel Michael calls you to action, not with fists, not with fury, but with fire in your spirit and wisdom in your steps. This is the moment where heaven looks to you not for retaliation, but for realignment. You have seen the deception. You have felt the sting. You have watched what was familiar collapse under the weight of falsehood. But now, you must rise. Not rise with noise, but rise with knowing. Rise in your routine. Rise in your posture. Rise in your spiritual identity. Rise in the power of your quiet obedience. You are not meant to dwell in disappointment. You are meant to move in destiny. You've been given clarity, not so you can linger in grief, but so you can walk into the next phase with precision. This message was not sent to stir your pain. It was sent to stir your authority. That's what this lie has done. It's activated the warrior in you. It's summoned the higher version of you. It's reminded you that your power has never been in your popularity. It's never been in people's approval. Your power has always been in your position before God. And now you must act like it. You must carry yourself like it. You must breathe like it. You must dress like it. You must speak like it. Not from arrogance, but from an anointing that has finally been confirmed. This betrayal wasn't your setback. It was your signal. It was heaven shouting into your life, "Now is the time." The delay is over. Step forward. Your action begins with decision. Decide you will no longer explain yourself to people who misinterpret your light. Decide you will no longer dim your truth to keep others comfortable. Decide you will not run back into circles that heaven just delivered you from. Your next move isn't about proving anything. It's about moving in divine rhythm. It's about waking up every day and choosing peace, choosing purpose, choosing presence. You don't need to make an announcement. Your alignment will announce you. You don't need to clap back. Your fruit will silence every whisper. You don't need to correct every falsehood. Your elevation will correct the record in ways your words never could. Archangel Michael declares, your walk will speak. Your energy will speak. Your healed silence will speak. And heaven will echo it across dimensions you haven't even entered yet. So, type the affirmation. Say it aloud. Declare it over your life. Take this moment not just as a message, but as a movement. A sacred turning point where the energy around you shifts permanently. Let the liar remain entangled in their own illusion. You've got kingdom work to do. Souls to impact. Purpose to pursue. Don't let their broken perception become your delay. Zap. To beg. With. Build. Break cycles. Write the story. The lie didn't stop you. It set you free. What they meant for harm, heaven used to awaken your authority. Right now, heaven is waiting for your agreement. Not just with your thoughts, but with your action. Do something today that marks your new alignment. Clean your space. Speak your truth. Walk with purpose. Pray with power. Choose to act from your new level. You are not going back. You are not shrinking. You are not hiding. You are becoming. And every step you take in obedience to this revelation activates heaven's response in your favor. And now, as heaven moves through this message, let this be your invitation. If this word struck your spirit and you want to help us share more divine revelations, consider giving a super thanks of $5, $10, or even $50. Your support helps bring light, truth, and prophetic clarity to more people around the world, and your generosity is a seed sown into your own spiritual elevation. Type "I step forward now" in the comments to activate this next level. Blessing code 1313 is opening divine gates in your direction. And now, Archangel Michael speaks over you with finality, not as a whisper, but as a roar of heavenly affirmation. You are not a victim. You are the revelation. You are not broken. You are rebuilt. You are not forgotten. You are favored. And what was meant to confuse you has only confirmed you. The deception did not destroy you. It delivered you. The lie did not disqualify you. It crowned you. You've come through the silence. You've come through the tension. You stood still while everything around you trembled. And now, heaven is saying, it is finished. Let this moment echo deep in your soul. They tried to reduce you to a rumor, but heaven raised you as a revelation. What they whispered in shadows has been silenced by your truth. What they plotted in corners has collapsed in divine timing. You never had to scream your worth. You never had to beg to be believed. You never had to chase vindication. Because vindication found you. Truth followed you. Peace overtook you. And now, you walk as one who has been proven in the fire and preserved by the hand of God. You are light in human form. You are the storm that they feared, the one wrapped in calm, the one cloaked in stillness, the one who didn't have to fight back to win. Every moment you stayed silent, heaven roared louder. Every time you felt weak, angels stood stronger. Every tear you cried in secret watered the harvest you're now stepping into. You have passed the test. You have crossed the line. You have emerged, not just unharmed, but unstoppable. And your walk will now carry a frequency that repels falsehood and attracts destiny. This chapter of your life marks the end of tolerating deception, the end of dancing with doubt, the end of downplaying your discernment. From this moment forward, your energy will offend anything not aligned with truth. Your presence will expose what others try to hide. Your eyes will see clearly. Your ears will hear the shift. Your spirit will no longer second guess. Because now, you know. You heard heaven's voice. You followed divine instruction. And the one who follows heaven lacks nothing. Archangel Michael declares, let them whisper. You rise. Let them speculate. You build. Let them distance themselves. You expand. Your table is being set in the presence of those who never believed you'd survive, much less thrive. But here you are, clear, confident, covered. They had opinions. Heaven had plans. And the plan prevailed. The oil kept flowing. The fire didn't burn you. The light didn't stop you. The test became your testimony. Even now, as you read these words, you can feel it. A shift in your chest. A release in your breath. That's peace returning. That's God's voice confirming. That's your spirit settling into its rightful position. And from here on, you do not chase people. You chase purpose. You do not explain yourself. You embody truth. You do not revisit what God has released. You walk into what God has revealed. You are whole. You are protected. You are commissioned. So go now, not in fear, but in fire. Not in bitterness, but in boldness. You have been refined. You have been revealed. And now, you are being released. The lie was the final veil. And now, Your light cannot be hidden. You are the evidence that God still speaks, still protects, still restores, still reveals. And because you listened, because you stayed still, now everything changes. This is not the end. This is the elevation. And as you rise, let these final words seal in your soul. You are not what they said. You are what God showed. And what God showed is glorious. Type "I am the revelation" in the comments if this word has sealed your spirit. Blessing code 000 is unlocking your permanent covering and forward favor.